Hello, guys, and welcome back to Joe's Ventures. And today we're going to be doing another episode of our Planet Zoo updates. So, after a few months, looks like we're finally getting hints of our next update. So, it looks like update 1.7 will be coming to Planet Zoo on the 4th of October. So, a little bit later than normal, but that's not a problem. And coming out on Monday as well. So, that's a little bit different, but for me, it'd obviously be a Tuesday, so not too much different for me. So, pretty awesome. So, let's get stuck into this one. We'll go over what's coming in the new update. Let me just check it's 150. Yep. So, Hail Zookeepers. It's time for another insight into what you can expect to see coming up in Planet Zoo. We're happy to announce the free update 1.7 will be available to get your paws on the 4th of October. So, awesome. Our team has been working hard trying to bring you some of the most requested features as well as a few surprises. The first of these were revealed last week with the announcement of our upcoming custom height maps, but now it's time to reveal what else you can expect. Update 1.7 will bring you varied terrain options, deep swimming for cats, animal talk seating areas, path barriers, a scenery placement randomization tool, and some quality of life improvements to the Zoopedia. So pretty cool stuff there. For more information on all of this, read on below. So we're going to keep doing that. So this is just a little bit more information on the custom height maps that we covered them last week. So the custom height maps are making their way to Planet Zoo. They will allow you to really get creative with your map terrain via uploading image files. For more information, you can check out the post or just check out the video I made. Let's go have a look at that. But wait, that's not all. We have new terrain type options coming to you, coming to give you even more variation in pre-made maps. So that's pretty awesome. So when you go through your standard setup for starting a new zoo, you'll now have a new option, terrain type. So from here, you'll be able to select flat, which is your standard maps, your normal flat map that we get now, and that you know and love, or sculpted. So there's a range of new options with one new sculpted option per biome type. So you get one that's kind of looks like one for each biome. So one tropical, one desert, one taiga, one grassland, things like that. So yeah, just by biomes. And we won't spoil these all for you, but you can discover them for yourself. But one special one in the Desert Oceania map, a flat desert with mountains in the middle, similar to Uluru. So if you know Uluru, that's a big red rock that's famous in Australia. So they've clearly given us one of that. So that's pretty cool. And we can see the wonderful example of it here. I think that's really awesome. Because one of the things I find is because most zoos are really just built around terrain, because obviously that's what animals use. So I think having a black canvas sometimes scares people off because it's just flat. And then that also leads to kind of flat zoos. So I think it's cool that we are getting new terrain stuff and be able to make flat terrain, because I think that'll be really awesome for people that want to try and recreate zoos. You can get the topography maps of the zoos that you want to recreate and put it on, or get some random topography from the internet or something. I think that'll be really awesome to try and help people experiment. I think it's going to give another avenue of creativity, so that's really cool. So to carry on, you will now be able to use the scenario zoo maps in Sandbox Mode. So there are 9 time scenarios and 14 regular scenarios. That means there's 23 new terrain maps and 30 plus new terrain variations. So that's pretty cool. So I'm pretty sure that just means we're able to get the kind of maps that we have in the scenario and time scenarios and regular scenarios. We'll be able to put those in Sandbox so we can use the terrain and stuff. And though you should note that they're not available in franchise mode, so they don't need to waste money, but Scenario Zoos in Sandbox Mode will now have the terrain only button. So that removes everything except the terrain. So everything on it, the buildings, the animals, will all be gone, but it'll just be the terrain that allows you to have another variation. So that's really awesome. And this is the perfect for people that want to jump into Scenario Zoo terrain, but still have the freedom to create their own zoo from scratch. So I really thought about it. So basically they're giving us as much variation as they really can, and then allowing us to make our own sort of terrain things. I think that's so awesome. I love it. So we're going to carry on. So swimming changes. So this is coming to the big cats. So Following the bears from the 1.6 update, some of our big cats will getting their paws wet with deep swimming. The cats that are taking the plunge will be the jaguar, the Bengal tiger, and the Siberian tiger. And that's been something I'm mentioning a lot because a lot of zoos will have Bengals and Siberians diving, and even jaguars as well. I even made the whole form post, if you guys have read it, about it's under my other name that you can see there. It's all about all the species that can dive and how to implement it and stuff. So it's really awesome to see big cats. I really hope you see elephants next. I would love to see elephants diving. That's so awesome. So these diving mechanics will include the male, female, and juvenile of every species. And be sure to start adjusting your habitats, as we bet they can't wait to make a splash. And the second the update drops, so that's so awesome. We're gonna get swimming cats, swimming big cats. It's gonna be great. And so to go alongside this, we're also implementing some tweaks to the swimming depths requirements for individual species. This should allow the diving turns for deep swimming animals to remain smooth while also preventing clipping, so that always helps, keeps it smooth and ongoing. And minimum depth requirement ranges from 2 to 4 meters, so it's a lot. What's the word? It's a lot easier now and a lot. It's not quite as deep, so instead of being 4 meters, you can go 2 to 4, so you can have thinner water or like less shallow, more shallow water. So you can make sure they're all going to swim through and things like that. Pretty awesome. Really nice thing coming to the update. I think this update's generally a really good one. And look at this one now. We have got the Animal Talk seating areas. So this looks so awesome. Can't really show it now, but anyway. So rally up your guests because it's time for a show. Animal Talk's going to be bigger, the better than ever, with the addition of the new seating areas. So that increases the capacity per educator and helping you better control the flow of guests around these areas. So you can see they're all sitting there having a good time. Love it. Pick one of our new talk-specific seating options and link the Animal Talk point to it, and guests will now be able to sit and ready to give their full attention, but don't worry, you'll still be able to use the animal talking points as standing attractions as well. What animals will you pick for your first and have a very own seating education area? We all know who's going to have that. Animals like elephants, things like that. Seals, if we get them. Grey seals would be perfect for that. Really awesome. Love it. And I really like as well, because this is going to be perfect for people that want to like make what's the like the arenas, and like if you want to do like a SeaWorld type thing or a marine park where you have lots of people standing around on a bench or sitting on a bench to watch shows. Not even just that, but you could also have smaller ones if you just have animal shows. It kind of ties into that. I think that's really awesome. Plus, they look really nice, so I cannot complain. And if you can stack these up and fill them up with as many people as possible, I think that'd be so cool. But anyway, we're moving on. Path barriers. So on top of the new seating areas to help you control the your zoo's guest flow, we're also adding the path barriers. So this will render areas of paths inaccessible for guests and staff alike, allowing you to direct the traffic into your zoo more accurately. So for areas where you want guests to have the option to pass, but to be less likely to do so, you can add curbs. So that's another cool thing. They will also discourage guests from crossing, but they will still use it, otherwise too crowded if there's no other route. Okay, that's good. I believe that's something already in Planet Coaster, but I haven't played Planet Coaster. But one thing I've heard that people will be using it, because you can, often when you put things on paths, people will just walk through them, but you can put like a barrier in the middle and where it covers up the path, so it's like an archway, and there's like a pillar in the middle. You can put the barrier in the middle, and then the people will walk around the pillar and not just walk through it. Not like teleporting and that. I think that's pretty cool. So we got us here, scenery placement randomization. This is going to be cool. I like this one. Ever been placing lots of the same scenery items and have to manually adjust each time to keep things looking natural? Well, no longer. We're introducing the new randomization placement toggle, and when turned on, we'll randomly change the rotation of the item you are using between each placement. That is really cool. I think that'll work perfectly for making enclosures, especially if we're going to be placing lots of plants and things and rocks. It's going to make it feel much more organic. And this will allow you to create a more organic appearance much faster than before. Yep, I love that. And we also know this will be a game changer for foliage and rock heavy builds. What are you most excited to use this on? Yeah, I think using foliage and stuff, that's going to be the easiest way to implement it. I think that's so cool. But yeah, we got another thing coming up. We got some changes to the Zoopedia. And finally, we've added a few quality of life improvements to help with the Zoopedia usage. So the animal management screen has a new Zoopedia link button connected to the listed animals. So that really helps. Just adding another quick thing so you don't have to click through so many menus. Animal management and animal market buttons have been added to the Zoopedia, taking you to the filtered animals. So if I'm looking up the, what's an animal in a game? Proboscis monkey, I can go, okay. So I can go and already click on the filter and find it and click it easy. So that's going to be awesome. Habitat space requirements are now being added to the Zoopedia UI. So that's also very good. And biome filters have also been added to the Zoopedia filter option. So that's also very good. Nice. So nothing too huge there, but really awesome. And lastly, we've also added the option to quickly trade from the animal management screen. That's awesome. This will work similar to Release for the Wild, so that means quick trading is now available free on the trade setter, so you can just go and click it off and it'll be easy. So that's really, really cool. And we hope you're looking forward to these new changes. This also comes with other tweaks and bug fixes, so always we have a full list of patch notes for you on launch. And there's some news coming. This was a stream that they did yesterday. Well, technically for me it was today. What they did was just draw a beaver and they were teasing, and there's a little leak here that I'll show you. So this was accidentally posted first, but it seems like we're getting a North American animal pack, and there have been some leaks / rumors of what we're getting, but I wouldn't want to say too much until we actually get a release and a animal list. So I'll keep that quiet hush for now. But I think that's so cool. We're getting a really nice update with some really cool animals. Like, if you look at the meta list on the forum, like 5 of them are animals from the North America, and then 1 comes from both America and Eurasia. So pretty awesome. I think that this is going to be a really nice pack. I think it's going to be awesome. We're getting another animal pack by the looks of it. So I know a lot of people didn't like, or a lot of people did like the Southeast Asia pack, but I think it was weird because it didn't come with, like, because building's like the main point of the game. You have only like a few scenery bits for the animals and then 8 animals, and everyone's like, oh. But still, some really nice animals came with it, and really cool. But it'd be cool to see if they maybe expand in the future, maybe give us 8 animals and a theme pack, but they pay us a little more. So they, instead of being $9, maybe $15, I'd be happy with that. But yeah, I think that is still pretty awesome regardless. So obviously, yeah, I think that's about it for today. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys like and subscribe. Always remember to hit the little bell icon to get notified when I upload anything. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys like and subscribe, and bye-bye.